Coming up on West Dakota Fox News at 9, video games could be the new answer to treating ADHD. Plus, what you need to know to ensure your holiday gifts make it under the tree in time. But first, protection of our national land could be a thing of the past.
This is West Dakota Fox News at 9 with Molly Martinez and meteorologist Henry Blakes. Your first news of the night starts right now on West Dakota Fox News at 9.
Good evening, I'm Molly Martinez. Today, President Trump announcing he plans on rolling back federal land protections for 2 national monuments, and more could be on the way. Not everyone is backing the new landscape, some saying it's a monumental mistake. Dan Springer reports. Utah's protected land isn't the only state on the chopping block. The Trump administration is also considering shrinking monuments in Nevada, Oregon, Maine, and New Mexico. Time now for our other top story of the day, this wild weather. Henry, take it away.
Yeah, we've had the snow today. Thankfully, no major winter storms this time around, for us at least.
That's good news, Henry. A man arrested in Berthold last week for stealing is in more trouble tonight. Police arrested 35-year-old Eric Deck last week. On him, they found stolen credit cards, gift cards, jewelry, and fake checks. Now police say Deck caused multiple disturbances in a Berthold traffic court appearance, forcing the judge to hold him in contempt. He's now in custody in Minot. In Bottineau, a jury selection began today in the trial of a man accused of sexually abusing a girl over the course of 3 years. According to court records, prosecutors say that 31-year-old Heath Vivier engaged in sexual conduct with a girl every other week for roughly 3 years. Vivier was 29 at the time, and the girl was under 15. The trial is slated for the rest of the week. Vivier faces a possible life in prison. Bismarck police are looking for a man who pepper sprayed and punched a 33-year-old man on Saturday. Officers say the victim heard a knock at his door on the 100 block of American Avenue around 1 a.m. The victim told police the suspect asked to borrow his cell phone. Police say the suspect then pepper sprayed the victim and punched him twice on the left side of the head before running away with his phone. The old Burleigh County Jail is getting a facelift after sitting vacant for nearly 5 months. Today, county commissioners talked about the first steps for the old jail's reconstruction. Daniela Hurtado has more. Daniela?
The old Burleigh County Jail first opened more than 2 decades ago, and right here tonight at the City and County Office Building, county commissioners approved a bid to demolish the interior of that jail.
In energy news, new rules are coming to the state's oil and gas industry. That's thanks to a unanimous vote earlier today by the Industrial Commission. The new rules range from spill reporting to royalty regulations. Another big change, the Department of Mineral Resources will now track spills that are less than 10 barrels of oil or other fluid. Maybe you'll want to give some of those books as gifts, or maybe you're using online retailers to check off your Christmas list. Reporter Andrew Horn has some helpful tips to ensure your gifts make it under the tree in time. Welcome back. A few hours ago, a former U.S. representative from Florida was handed a 5-year prison sentence for wire fraud and tax fraud. Corinne Brown was convicted of stealing money from a fake scholarship fund. Prosecutors say Brown used the money intended for needy students on extravagant parties and trips. Investigators found the charity only gave out a single scholarship for $1,000 in its 4 years, despite raising over $800,000. Brown says she was unaware of the financial theft, but in May, a jury found her guilty. Also in Florida, a school bus full of children crashes through the front of a house. It happened this morning in Hialeah. Authorities say there were 30 kids on the bus. 8 of them were treated for minor injuries at the scene. The homeowner was at work at the time of the crash. A witness says the bus driver was trying to avoid a car that ran a red light. Well, sentencing is underway for the South Carolina police officer who shot and killed an unarmed black man during a traffic stop in 2015. Michael Slanger pleaded guilty to gunning down Walter Scott. Slanger originally said he was shooting in self-defense, but a video of the incident shows that Slanger shot Scott multiple times in the back as he tried to flee. The sentencing is expected to last several days. Well, President Trump doing a 180 today, endorsing Alabama Senate candidate Roy Moore. Numerous Republicans have condemned Moore after multiple women say he preyed on them when they were teenagers. One says he molested her when she was only 14. Fox News correspondent Ellison Barber says Trump is changing his tune because he needs that Senate seat to pass tax reform. The White House says President Trump has no plans to make campaign appearances for Roy Moore, but he is holding a rally in Florida less than 20 miles from the Alabama border just days before the election. Well, Roy Moore isn't the only lawmaker in hot water. These 4 other legislators accused of sexual harassment or misconduct. House Majority Leader Nancy Pelosi called on the representatives Reuben Hyken and John Conyers to resign. In the Senate, Minnesota's Al Franken is accused of groping 5 women. Time now to switch gears and take it over to meteorologist Henry Blakes, who can give us some insight into all of this snow.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about some good news.
Welcome back. After a failed attempt, today demolition crews managed to successfully implode the Pontiac Silverdome. They first tried this yesterday. Officials say 8 of the chargers disconnected, allowing the beams to remain standing. So crews tried again today and were able to blast them down. Crews will now use hydraulic excavators to take care of the rest of the structure in sections. A Christmas Scrooge was caught on camera stabbing a snowman. Take a look at the security footage someone captured in St. Cloud, Florida. As you can see, someone gets out of the vehicle, runs up towards the giant inflatable snowman there on the right side of your screen and starts slashing it with a knife. The homeowners posted the video on Facebook, hoping someone might be able to identify the Scrooge. Henry, I think we could help them out if they need snow to rebuild their snowman.
Yeah, some of us have a lot more snow. If we take all our snow, they'll have enough to rebuild a snowman. Yeah, that's not definitely the way to start the Christmas season, that's for sure with that story. But hey, we're going to be waking up to temperatures in the teens to start your Tuesday, cold for the next few days. Chances of snow across the west and central, but we warm up by the middle late week.
All right, thank you for joining us, and hold your snowmen close tonight.